from here?
Well, thank you for inviting me to share, and I'm very excited to be sharing something that is actually very personal, to where I opened up my account back in 2011, and I opened it for business purposes, stay in touch with my customers. And it took me about a year or so to have that aha about using it also for those personal reaches. And there was somebody very in particular that I wanted to reach out to. So the cards I'm sharing today, like Callie said, to the same person. Little backstory is, because of circumstances that were out of my control, the last time that I actually got to see my mom was about 20 years ago. And when I had this aha about being able to use this system for personal, in addition to for my business, I started sending all sorts of cards. And as you can see here, sending a postcard, that very first one where it says party time, that one was sent back in April of 2012. So that's my youngest, for his birthday, sending a little postcard saying, "Hi, Grandma," with a little update. And then as the kids grew older over the years, just sending all sorts of photos like, "Woohoo, look at who's learning how to drive." And we do have 3 kids, so there were a lot of different photos over the years, including some not so happy faces on my end, especially when they were driving. And so that one is one that opens up. And then some of the cards that we sent, it was a lot of photos. This particular one is when our son was in the school play. And through these photos, through these cards, it was a way to keep connected with my mom, from being long distance and from not being able to call, not being able to see her in person. So in 11 years, I sent my mom 600 and about 1 card a week, which is super simple. And through sending those cards, after May of sending cards, anything back, I was at my mailbox, and when I opened that, I put the key in there and I opened that little slot, I just froze, because the card that I saw at the very top, I recognized the handwriting. And that handwriting was from my mom. If you had been behind me in your car and honking your horn, I probably would not even have heard you honking your horn, because I was in that little bubble. And as I opened that envelope, there was a simple piece of paper in there with the words, "I love you." And that's all she wrote. And I wish that I had kept what she had enclosed in that card, because it was a photograph of all the cards I had been sending her over the years that were on her dresser and taped to her wall, because there was none on her dresser. And since then, we have been able to communicate. And then 37 days ago, I got to be reunited with my mom. So these cards are very powerful, yes, for business, but oh my goodness, for building and strengthening and reconnecting with loved ones. I have to say thank you to Cody for listening to his prompt to connect. And yes, the written word and the images that we get to share create such a powerful impact. So I want to say thank you.
I love that, Marianne. It's your kids hadn't met your mom, and so, but she got to see them grow up through all the cards you sent. And like you, I joined Send Out Cards and Promptings for a business tool to connect with people, to connect with my clients. What I didn't realize is what it was going to do in my personal life, just like you had mentioned, and the relationships it would rekindle and really help us define our purpose and why we are here in life. So I am so happy that you followed that prompting, back 11 years ago and started sending your mom those cards, and that you were finally able to reunite with her less than 2 months ago. So yes, love it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being on here tonight.
Yeah.
As